Factory East and the story of Factory East and the story of Jack is exactly the kind of thing that Fletcher-Wilson is designed to make films about.
There's so many people out there who've got amazing initiatives, amazing stories to tell, and we're always looking out for opportunities to get behind those stories and tell those stories, because we have the in-house skills to kind of go, okay, what's at the heart of this story, how can we formulate the arc, and then obviously all the production expertise that then goes ahead and goes, okay, we've got a story to tell, let's go and make it.
I respond to generally is if something is genuine and real. And Factory East and Jack and everybody around it, it's very real. There's no pretense about what they're about and what they're trying to do. They see a problem, they see something that needs doing, and they're doing it. That resonates really strongly with me.
Anyone Jack meets is going to be interested in him, and when Jack meets filmmakers, probably what happens is they look at him and just see documentary, because he's got a story and it's interesting and he's compelling. But that's not probably the most useful thing for him. We kind of took it out of that realm into making a promo that's actually useful for him to use.
Fletcher-Wilson is about empowering people to tell their story.
So whenever we've engaged with our clients, even in the corporate sphere, for us, we sort of say to them, don't overlook the power of your people. They're going to be passionate, they're going to have the know-how. So when it comes to working on Factory East, it's that same philosophy. Here we have Jack, who's at the core of this story. So it's about understanding Jack as a person, the kind of influence he has, where has he come from, what's made him who he is, and how that affects how he interacts with the community and can do something like Factory East. For us, going to the people at the heart of Factory East, who's run it, who are passionate about it, who have all the insider knowledge, putting them in front of the camera and just letting them have their say.
It's like we heard stories about them and then we met Andy and Theo, and it's like, wow, this is really impactful.
Here at Fletcher-Wilson, we're ideally placed to tell the story of Factory East and Jack, because for us, in terms of our own values, we're very keen on working with people who are also honest, who are also doing good in the world and making a difference.
I mean, we're not a charity that's out to help kids on the street, so maybe if you want to do some of that, how do you do it? You do it by helping the people that are doing it. And that's basically all we can do, is find things that we believe in and go and help them in the way that we can.
Also, we're East End based as well. We're in the heart here, right between Stratford and Bow, to kind of have that very real world connection with Jack and Factory East. Sort of all brings it very much down to earth and what's really going on the ground. And yeah, so we're here, we're right here in the middle of it all.
We come at projects with open minds, and at the very beginning, I think what we are really good at is we listen. And you can't retell a story unless you listen. So I think that's the fundamental basis of how Fletcher-Wilson helped Factory East, is that our ears were open, we listened and came up with an idea that worked for us that equally worked for Factory East.